Oh yeah. Am I not? I'm not allowed to do that. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unspecified Podcast and Review. That's already the Hodge Twins thing. Oh yeah.
Top of the morning to you. Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Yeah. Top of the Sunday morning to ya. Let's see. What is it? January 10th, Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Yeah. Hope you guys are having a good one out there. Just gonna break a little bit of news to you. You guys have probably already come across all of this, but I want to talk about it a little bit. And it's a little bit more than just one thing. There's different stuff we have to get into. Biden saying stuff. The horns guy. We have an update on the Jake. I forget his name. This is Pennsylvania legislators are overruling the Secretary of State. I wanted to talk about that with you guys. You guys know more about this than me, so I thought we could dive into it a little bit together. But we're gonna start here talking about Parler. Dude, what's up? What's up? Good morning, Brofist. What's up, everybody? You got your coffee? Have you had your coffee? That's the important thing. Yeah, Parler is still functional. That's right. Yep, it is. As far as I know, right?
It's can I?
Hmm?
It's the equivalent. Like I'm not saying Parler's dead. It's kind of the equivalent of being I don't know cryogenically frozen while we wait for a cure for bullshit. It just needs a host. That's all.
Right. Yeah, no, that was a great way to put it. Yeah, it's not that Parler's not dead. It's on ice right now, and we got a lot of BS to deal with, and I'm starting to feel like the something's like. No offense to my homies on the left, because I do have some friends on the left. I know that pisses off a lot of people. I feel like let's look at this, okay? It's very clearly it's not just the Democratic Party. It's not just the blue. It's that something about a certain aspect of that side of the aisle. It's like something slipped in and super deviously corrupted their leadership or something, because it's devious. Like, I mean, and even they admit it. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm accusing anybody of anything. We're talking about some, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know. Just so there's so many different things. It's hard to put your finger on just one, but I definitely know what you're saying. It's just so weird to see all of this happening. We see exactly what it is. We see the one sidedness of it, and we still. I don't know. I'm not gonna say do nothing because I'm not. I'm. What else is there to do? But I'm just saying, for something like this, for Parlor is not the hill I will die on, But at the same time, it's just dang. That's just a very difficult. It's hard. It's hard to be in this time and to see all of this and to not be able to reason with people.
it is both hard. It is both surreal. And another thing is, people are saying like this is an amazing time to be alive. You know what I mean? It's historically, I suppose. You know,
Right, right. I get that. And it is an amazing time to be alive, but also it's one of those things that if we look back on it from better times, then we'll regret having been nervous or unsure or uneasy. But for right now, that's where I sit some
Mary says it's
days.
all about money. Boy, oh boy, and we know that's the root of all evil, buddy. Not quite, but damn close. Laney, yeah, I think you nailed it. Laney. Crazy L, yeah, I think you nailed it as well. Bro Fist, Sister Fist, very good to see you. Pete, what's up, brother? Pound it. What's up, Angie? Pound it. What's up, guys? Amazon is shutting down Parler's web hosting at midnight. Right, today. Yeah, that's supposed to not be functional tomorrow. So take screenshots, get your evidence that it existed, folks, because I think that whole, as you would say, reset is gonna. It's not just gonna be in big tech, because I hear that the next thing might just be your access to the old shekel account, the old bank account. I hear that there's going to be some banking issues in the very near future. I'm hearing about stocks being sold at GE. And then maybe it's all because I'm not a money guy,
Right, but then
so
our
I'm not. You guys are gonna know more about this than me,
our family that is into finances is actually like, no, this is a great time financially. Things are going great, if you know what to do. And so I mean, geez, pick your poison.
Boston 1973. What's up, my man? Brofist, good to see you over there on the Twitch. And what's up to everybody else on Twitch? I don't know how many are over there. Let's see. What's up? JCS, what is up? Good to see you. What's up, Chad? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I believe there's tons of misinformation. That's what they do. That's the whole point. That's why there's such a flood of information is, a lot of articles, and this is how they do it. This is the trick. They do a lot of half-truths, okay? Big half-truths mixed in with a little bit of lie. You know what I mean? Because that's how they poison rats. That's how poison works. If someone just sat a vat of poison in front of you, of course you're not going to do anything with it. But if they mix a little bit of poison in with a burger, a lot of people are going to die. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, what are you even talking about right now? No. I'm talking about, hypothetically, how all this misinformation works. Is they mix in a little bit of that lie, a little bit of their agenda, a little bit of that poison in with a large truth. And that's how they do it. And they've been doing that for years and years now. We're talking about military grade propaganda.
Yeah, that's exactly like you said, the beauty of half truths, because the people that are defending it are going to cling to the half that's true, and the people that are attacking it are going to cling to the half that's false. And both sides have half truths, so it will just be circular arguing until it stops.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Let's see. Nice, Crime World. That's pretty cool, man. Camo, what is up, dude? Brofist, very good to see you on a live. Artificial Loneliness, what is up, brother? Very good to see you. It's time for us, greatest generation, that we were listening to their stories, and we can fill their shoes. Oh, man, wouldn't that be great? You guys think John will sue Amazon? I think there's going to be, what's going to happen coming up is going to be insane, guys.
Oh.
Cinnamon One, what's up? Brofist to you.
Man, I hate that. Got into an argument with my mother, over I relate. I get it. We would have the same arguments with some of our family.
Fun Police, what's up? No, I see you.
Remember the love, and that's me. Of course, I'm softer, so I'm like, hey, let's remember the good times.
Yeah. So Parler's getting the axe, folks. Apple suspended initially. They suspended Parler because of the they weren't doing enough to stop the calls to violence. They claim is due to the violence on the platform, which is why my channel got fully demonetized on the 6th. Google removes Parler, not to be outdone. It's just they got the axe on Google.
Just as a PSA for those that weren't here, so like Landon was saying, we did get demonetized. That's irrelevant, but just for those of you, I know we still see some people who think that they're blocked. If you were a member, if you can't talk, if something's going on YouTube, or you're not a member anymore, it wasn't us. We got demonetized. No big deal. Make sure if you've ever donated to us on YouTube, we've never gotten any of that, so make sure you get a refund for that. They said they would do it automatically. And that's it. So yeah, no, nobody's blocked or anything like that. We just are just hanging out on YouTube.
Mrs. Red Badger says Parler is prepared for this. I don't know. I can't speak to that because I don't know. It sounds like they laid their bed with the Silicon Valley, censorship valley, the big tech companies. It sounds like they made a boo-boo. Maybe they do have this covered. I'll tell you who I think really has this is Gab. Because they put out a statement, which is another small social media, slowly growing. I actually really like Gab. I don't really use it because, I don't really use social media to begin with. You guys are my outlet. This is where I tell folks stuff, and if you want to know what I think, you can come here. So let's see. If your business is built on the backs of Silicon Valley tyrants, Apple, Google, they can and will attempt to destroy you if and when you become a threat to their interests. They did this to Gab, then Fortnite, now Parler. Terrible, terrible content of all kinds is available on Twitter and Facebook. Everyone on the planet knows this fact, yet companies are on both app stores. Let's see. Apple, what's up? Apple banning Parler is not the neutral implementation of some objective standard, but rather a cynical, politically motivated gesture and evidence of Silicon Valley elites' disdain for ordinary Americans. Well, send that to me. I'd like to talk about that. Let's see. The solution, as always, is not government. It is to build your own. People mock this meme, but Gab lives it. Yes, the Gab phone. Yes, it's real. The big tech data mining silo must come down. We will no longer be serfs on your digital plantation. You will no longer control our digital destiny. You can't stop the signal. Man, I keep hearing that. I keep seeing that like really subtle in different stuff. That's the new thing. You can't stop the signal. Like, I don't know, man. That's cryptic AF. Even if these are the good guys, in these days, they're like, you got to stop thinking of things like black hat and white hat. Yeah. Just like any hat, it can be taken off. You know what I mean? So white hats can take off their white hats and put on a black hat. You see what I'm saying? So you can't really just say, oh, no, I trust Fox News. No, I trust Newsmax. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I trust Gab. I trust Facebook, because everybody can just take their hat off and change. Whenever they get the trust, they switch. That's what it seems like. I don't know. So I'd tell you it's best to start forming relationships in your life, in my opinion, to the best of your ability. You know what I mean? Using whatever tools you need to at your disposal, but relationships in the real world, guys. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're missing, big time. And those who do have a lot of networked, actual friends in the real world, and y'all still try to communicate and hang out, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You actually probably don't know what I'm talking about because everything's still going normal, kind of. You know what I mean? For you, But like, if you don't want to become socially dependent. You know what I mean? Just like we don't want to become dependent on the bank's dollar because then you're under the thumb of the bank. You know what I mean?
That site just went down. That.
You're kidding me.
No, not at all.
Tiff pulled up an article and
I don't.
Okay. All right. We won't talk about it. All right.
There's news in the chat that we can discuss further later, but we need to get more information before we just go blindly spouting out.
Is your mic on?
There's news in the chat that we can do. I would love to discuss later, but we need to get more information before we just go blindly spouting out.
Did you notice how many people this week kept using the word sacred? Yeah. And do you notice how many are using the word fear and scared? Weird. And look, guys, there's a small correlation here. Don't forget Capitol Hill, Seattle. In Seattle. That neighborhood.
Right.
All right. I don't think it's any coincidence that the left took over Capitol Hill on the West Coast in Seattle. And then it's almost metaphorical, Right. Because some people are saying, no way, dude, no way. And look, I can't just come out and say it, so I need you guys to try to follow the lingo here. I got to kind of talk around the algorithm to the best of my ability, which I still probably don't do a very good job, but here we go. Tom Cruise, what's his profession?
Actor.
Right. And so a lot of folks are saying that the instigators, some of the how it got started, okay?
Right.
Were from the radical fringe Trump supporters who were like, they call them the radicals and whatnot, and they're like, stop the steal.
Right.
Okay. I don't know how else to dance around that.
Right.
Stop the theft. I don't know. And so those folks basically corralled, paid, all right,
Corralled by, if by crowd by you mean we're ushered in.
No, you know, because that's a whole nother theory in itself that there are even, you know, and that I feel bad about that. I wish that, you know, because I was like, what if there's like left slash communist slash Antifa in the Capitol Police? You know what I mean?
Right.
I know that's insane, right? That's crazy. It's that, or somebody said, yeah, go ahead, let them pass the first barricades, because everyone saw that, right?
Right.
Or was
Absolutely.
that just purely out of fear? No theory involved, nothing's conspiring.
Well, I
It's
think
just they saw the sheer numbers of the people there, and they were like, we either give them the Capitol or
possibly, and I think being there, that's what you would have thought is that, oh, okay, they see that they're outnumbered and they're just giving in, but then the waving in, so maybe they thought, well, maybe the police are on our side. But I wish more people had gone there with the mindset of look for traps. Like, treat this MFer like you are Indiana Jones. And you know what I mean? Like, you were looking for traps everywhere because you know that that's how they operate the media. Okay, so let's not even go right and left. Let's just say the media is the bad guy. That's how the media operates, is through photos, through photo opportunities, and then they can write whatever narrative they want. And so that needs to be the modus operandus, if you will, or however you say that. You know, look for traps.
modus operandi. Yeah,
Yeah, thank
that's your prerogative. Yeah. Well, we all have Google, but I downloaded DuckDuckGo just in case. Yeah, I use DuckDuckGo. I guess as an extension, like a search extension.
Because that is one thing that we have undeniably seen throughout the summer. Tensions were very high after George died, and we saw those riots in Minneapolis, and then moved to Portland and Kenosha, and we saw all of that. Okay, and very quickly, people learned how to control themselves, and if there was someone in their group who couldn't control themselves, they got their asses out. You know what I mean? Because that it is all about PR. And so now we have it to where the right are the ones who aren't controlling themselves according to the media. According to the media, all right? Not everybody. There are people out there literally that are on a soapbox trying to preach about the inequality because the police didn't kill anybody on Wednesday.
Right.
What?
There are a couple of different angles here, okay?
Under a rock.
A couple of different angles. How you said, you know, look, someone made a good point. Cinnamon says, why were they so outnumbered? Like, why didn't they? Well, okay, there's an answer for that. They thought Trump supporters, Republicans, traditionally don't lose their minds and riot like that, right? So they thought, they're not going to do nothing. We know these are the sleep. They sleep because they're the earners. They're earners. And earners have things to lose. So earners don't lose their shit. They act rational so that they can keep what they got. Okay?
Well, and I think that they were relying on the fact that 2A, like this group of 2A, is going to uphold the law. So they really thought that that gun ban was going to help them because, you know, like these are people that
That's right.
they're
No,
this community of 2A.
police did kill someone. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
so,
I know that, guys. I'm sorry
right.
if you couldn't hear the sarcasm in my voice. So I'm saying that there are people that get on a soapbox and we're trying to say, you know, oh, you know, it's inequality because you know the police didn't even kill anybody. But first off, yes, they did. Second off, like that's how little they knew about the situation. Not only did they not know that somebody died, you expect them to know the mood of that movement. You know, it was not an overtly aggressive movement. I was surprised when I saw pictures of the desks all scrambled up. To be honest,
Look, and I don't put it past them and their little, you know, now traumatized helpers to have trashed it to make it look even worse. Okay. And I know that's, you know, I saw live. They broke windows inside. They were trashing the place. I
the
saw
laptops
video.
didn't surprise me. What did surprise me is that the laptops weren't already put away and taken care of.
Mrs. Red Badger nailed it.
Like why would you leave your laptops
Read
out
Mrs.
knowing?
Red Badger's comment.
Hold on,
Asymmetrical,
hold on.
as you would say, warfare. Trump put in people who led the Capitol Police and set it up. It wasn't Capitol Police who killed, I believed. It was Secret Service. You know, to be honest with you, I can't tell. I think that there's this kind of bait and switch where you didn't really see who shot the girl, but then you see a lot of pictures of those
Right.
Secret Service agents that were at that door or that window or whatever that was with the white paper or whatever, where they
Yeah.
were. So like, I think they're trying to do this like it was Secret Service. Don't worry about it. You can't find anyone. But at the same time, from me studying the videos over and over, looking at different videos, trying to follow the situation,
Right.
from the recorded videos, not lives. I think that that one cop that was getting chased up the stairs, you know what I mean? There was like a group, and there was this one aggressor who kept going at this cop, and he was like he pulled his gun, and then he switched to the baton, and then he's running up the stairs, and I think that was the guy. I think that cop was the cop that shot the woman.
I have no clue. I don't have enough video lineage to have seen. And really, even the videos that I've seen of her getting shot where there were so many people in the way. So I don't know. And then there's the eyewitness account, but I don't see the guy who said that, he had her blood on him, but I don't see him in the video. So there's a lot. And bear with us, Abby. I know that we probably are behind on information, and we're, as far as
No. This is a catch up. This isn't all breaking. The breaking stuff is towards the end of the
Right.
show.
As far as misinformation, guys, we're just discussing the stuff that's out there, because some of this is like this one right here. How is this even an article? You know what I mean? This is just common sense. So we're just
in
trying
these
to
tense
discuss.
times when the tension and the fear and the wars and rumors of wars it's like it's tangible, it's palatable. You know what I mean? Little things like this. Because she isn't in the limelight anyway. No offense here, guys.
Right.
She wasn't big time, not half as popular. Not about popularity, guys. I'm not saying that she's not as popular. I'm saying that Melania wasn't in the mainstream like Michelle. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Melania is not
absolutely.
popular with the mainstream
Right.
like Michelle.
Michelle had her own thing. Like really unlike any other first lady other than Jackie O.
Joe, hey man, bro fist, I appreciate that. Like, hey, that's right. She's not an attention seeker. And here's another thing. Chad says, as far as I know, she was shot by, I think it says shot by Secret Service. And I wouldn't disagree with that. I'm not gonna argue one way or the other about it. I don't know. We're just discussing the information and trying to have a calm place where both sides can safely come and discuss things. Because if we don't, we're just a good bit effed. You know what I mean?
Calm, only chaos.
It's like the calm before the storm. What storm, Mr. President? You'll see. Y'all remember that? I think we found the storm. I think
That
we're in
was
it.
a very uncomfortable last few minutes in the room, where it's like,
Oh, no kidding. Because, I mean, it was all top military, top brass
can we just adjust
Yeah.
this, please?
in that video where he was saying it was the calm before the storm is what we're talking about, in case there's a live leak video of the where you can clearly see it. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, Ursa Major, really, I mean, the after I saw that video during the 6th on that day, I was like a light switch. Like, I was just, I mean, I really got nauseous. You can see in that stream where I was like, a few minutes later, I got sick to my stomach, where it's one of those like panicky vomits where you're
Well,
like,
it
not
was
panicky, but
because-
what I mean is like it's like, am I about to vomit? Yep. You need to get up right now. So I was like, all right, folks, don't go nowhere. Click. And I had to go to the bathroom.
That was your Papa Bear, because at the time, someone in the chat had was adamant that this was a 16-year-old girl that had been shot. And
that
so
was false.
Your
Yeah.
Papa Bear came out and so we were just thinking about our kids, and so that's where yours came from. But yeah.
That's right, Joyce. Joyce, you nailed it.
So anyway, so basically this is just saying that Melania, have we gone over this? I'm sorry. This is basically just saying that Melania has been MIA from social media and hasn't really gone out since New Year's. But that's only 10 days. And what, it's
And it's
ironic.
not, I mean, just be logical here, folks. I mean, come on. Clearly, she's just keeping her head low, just like the Officer Chauvin's wife. Now, basically half the country and the top political leaders that are all Democrat, a Supreme Court. It's insane. The country has turned on him. Half the country has turned on Trump. All the big tech, and you're talking about some big freaking enemies. You're talking about the beast, as you know. That's how I see it. I mean, turned on one guy. So I think he's still got a little gem that keeps him in a very special place right now. And I think he
And
might be staying
honestly,
airborne. I really don't know.
oh yeah.
I try to watch a little bit of Monkey Works. I'm probably going to watch him in a little bit to try and keep up with where Hilo One, Air Force One, Night Watch, where they're going, what's going on with that, because it looked like he went to Texas. I'm not really sure, and it's all conjecture, conspiracy theory.
Well,
Not that it's
honest.
conspiracy theory. I try not to be as conspiratorial now, because basically everything's come out in the light. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's not conspiracy anymore. Now it's just everyone's seen the dirty underbelly of the underneath the Capitol. Like, when you lift up a yard stone and there's those weird bugs and ugly, nasty things underneath there. So now everybody live has seen underneath the nastiness. We know what snakes and bugs are in there.
No, which means there's a whole new level of nastiness that we don't know about yet. Like, anyway, but for to this, I say, honestly, she's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. If she was going out, there'd be articles about her not staying in for COVID, or pretty much they're under such scrutiny. Anything any of them do, and either of them do, is going to be scrutinized so heavily that it's really just doing nothing is the best plan. Stay low and stay quiet for her.
And that's just, I mean, come on, that's not a big deal. I don't even know how this became an article. It's like clearly she's just. Hold on one second. Hold on, folks. I apologize. It's just very clearly. Um, I think she's just keeping her head low. Uh, there are people making jokes about where do you think she is, Key Largo, or like, and that's I mean, whatever paradise you choose to keep your head low, you know.
Aruba, Bahama.
Hold on one second, folks. So talking about, unfortunately, I mean, I guess traveling, that flight that went missing or whatever. Sad, unfortunately, I think some wreckage had been found.
Damn it.
What?
I was gonna finish the song
Oh,
because you
oh, I'm
could make
terrible.
Melania fit into the song,
Oh,
and
you
then we
could?
went to this,
Oh,
and I
sorry.
can't sing with this. Okay, fine. Anyway, moving on. So, this was interesting because I did see this when it was breaking, so to speak, that the airline was missing. The 737. It had lost about 10,000 feet in altitude, and approximately like just a very short period of time. I don't remember. I don't want to misquote, but and then they lost all communication with it. So they did. Unfortunately, they are starting to find pieces of wreckage off of Indonesia. Now we're kind of shifting towards speculation of what happened. There was actually, I believe, another 737. I could be mistaken. That could have been the same one. I'll get more information before we talk on it, but just it's interesting too, because of the Malaysian Airlines, and Asian flights that had issues, in years past.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that's kind of terrifying. This kind of stuff for me. I'm not scared of planes. I've flown and whatnot, but this is worst case scenario. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever seen the imaging when Hollywood tries to portray like a plane going down, man. But that dude, mm-mm. Yeah,
It's I have flown across the like halfway across the world. Like round trip I've flown across the world before, and I didn't have a problem with flying. And then, uh I guess when I had kids, it changed, and now I just can't stand it because that's exactly what I see every single time.
That's the mama bear in you. So look, real quick, I want to throw this in here. Biden calls Trump not fit, but doesn't endorse impeachment. What is that? Or is he trying to start? Is he trying to? I don't think he's doing anything.
Trying to show mercy or appear to show mercy to the right. Maybe this is his plea bargain, his middle ground. How do they put it? I'm a fair ruler.
I'm a fair ruler. To be fair, let's see.
And then I've also heard reports that regardless, so, they wanted Mike Pence to call for impeachment, to impeach President Trump. And then I saw an article saying that, well, Pelosi doesn't care. She's going to go after it, whether Mike
Proverbial
does...
olive branch. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Chad.
Yeah, there we go. That's much, much better put. Thank you. But then, I've seen where, well, Pelosi's going after the impeachment regardless if Pence does or not. Then we're seeing, all of this. I don't know. And then Trump is effectively
exactly
muted.
Fun police. I think that Biden is trying to make his first attempt at appealing to the right, and he has to be very careful about what he does because they just spent so much time smearing Trump supporters, the right, alt-right, all that. You know what I mean? And now the president doesn't have a single social media source to speak on, and it's like there's this monopoly of popular power as well as so it's like there's been a huge move afoot, folks. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you just wait because this is what I wanted to move into, if you don't mind. I got just a quick message of encouragement for my believers out there, man. God loves to work at that last minute when you think all hope is lost. He's going to come through and do an amazing work. Okay, now that doesn't mean that you get what you want. It means that you won't believe what's going to happen, and it's going to work out for the better of him, you, everybody involved, in my opinion. And I think that there are enough people out there praying to balance the tide. So I just want to give a word of encouragement to you guys that this too shall pass. You know what I mean? Don't get overtaken by this one incident. It's getting pretty bad out there, but it's been bad out there. And it's just kind of been under a rock. It hasn't been as prevalent and is in your face as it is now. And I know, everybody just left. But, much love to you guys out there. God loves you. He's with us. He's still in control, in full control. And I think that it's going to be okay. I really do. That's how I feel about it. So the horn guy, he's been arrested. Do you think he's been arrested on federal charges?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
And charged in a federal court. Boom.
He's been depicted so many times in memes right now. He's kind of, a spokesperson or a figurehead. So they will probably, unfortunately, try to throw the book at him. But maybe Lynn Wood will
make an example.
Back him.
Yeah, how much work can a guy do though? Lynn Wood, he's also under attack. I believe that they've silenced him as well. So, let's see. The Justice Department announced Saturday that Jacob Anthony, who goes by Jake Angeli, look at that name. That if you don't see, wait, this is his name.
Right.
But he goes by, if you don't see what that, just do some Google foo, folks. I'll do it for you, and I'll reconvene here with you guys later on about that, okay? I know that the evening streams have not been happening, but that doesn't mean they won't. It just means that I feel like I've covered about as much. I've talked your ear enough, and I just don't go live in the evening right now, but I probably will. I'm going to look into this and do a full breakdown on my thoughts of Mr. Horned Patriot guy here. He has been arrested, and I think that the symbology needs to be talked about. So I'm probably going to be doing a show tonight. It'll be as part of a maybe, if everything works out, I want to do a spooky shit.
Tonight?
Maybe. I mean, if we can. If we can't, we'll do it. We'll schedule it with you guys.
Yay!
Where,
I love
you know,
it.
But his nickname here, I'm gonna pull up the fact that with him being literally, guys. I mean, he is on an acting website.
Right, well, yeah, but okay, I'm a big advocate. Just because he was an actor, you know what I mean? Like, the period, that doesn't define him as a human.
And so, what the heck is going on with Pennsylvania? I'm not sure I fully understand. The legislators are overruling the Secretary of State, so that means that the state legislators are telling basically the higher ups that we reject the results.
We reject your
We reject your rejection. No. We reject your conclusion.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. And so, what is that going to do? All by themselves.
String people along.
Someone smarter help me out here. Exactly, Nan. Exactly.
Right. A crime world, that was funny. Oh, Mrs. Red Badger, you gotta send them to me, please.
I have serious ghost stories.
Man.
Oh, yes, please. Mrs. Red Badger. She probably doesn't use Facebook or anything.
Okay, Mac.
Mac says check your Facebook messages. We'll do.
We will get over
We will
there
be in the
here just
Facebook
shortly.
Messenger for you guys that have ghost stories, or you want to maybe hop on and talk with us tonight. Message us over on Facebook. Let's talk about it.
So how do we see this playing out? How do we? I know that I know now it's even more split. Okay.
Intel
now
says lady was shot by a member of Pence security detail. So now you have.
Which would make sense because in every other shooting incident, the officer that was involved has been kind of blasted, and then this one, I don't know a name still, so that would make sense. But if you will, so the Trump supporters have now been split into two, even more. There's the ones that are still holding out that there's something going on behind the scenes, the swamp is draining, so to speak. There's a lot going on with the laptops and everything else, and still holding out hope for Trump to remain in office. And then there's another half of Trumpers that are like, yeah, this was stolen, but it is what it is. We're not going, this isn't, we're not going to win this. Biden is going to be the next president. It is what it is. So what are we, and then, so what are we thinking? Because there's a lot of exits here. I think that the left is preparing for, I shouldn't say the left, I should say, I think that Democrats are preparing because all the impeachment talk for the last 10 days, that's silly, but I think that they're preparing for if he were to not, he's already said he's not going to show up. Does the transfer of power have to have the president there for it to transfer?
One of my little theories is that you're going to have the sitting president, and it's going to be basically a red president. And then you're going to have Biden, who's going to continue on in the role of president, but under the title of president-elect. All right, so you're going to have it's going to be like ministers. You're going to have President-elect Joe Biden making rules and stuff, and then you're going to have the sitting, and that could turn into a conflict. And that could turn into a very serious conflict depending on how it works out. All that's got to happen is Trump's got to have a stronghold and then just, tell folks to go there or something. I don't know. I have no idea. That's a crazy theory. This is just all entertainment purposes only. You know what I mean? Hey, how do you say that? No can hula. No can hula. Hey, Brofist man, thank you so much for the follow. There are instigators and agitators. You're absolutely right, Kelly. On both sides, whipping up fervor and goading foolish people into action. That's right. That's right. Escape with Jay. What's up, dude? Hey man, y'all got to go check him out. If y'all like nature videos, dude, this dude took a kayak down the Mississippi River, and I mean the whole the whole thing. You got to go check out Escape with Jay on YouTube, dude. He says no, the Constitution ends the term on January 20th, so technically no. He doesn't have to be there. So if you think him not being at the inauguration is anything more than just a security, in my opinion, I think it's just why I got to be there. You know.
But it's, it's messages within messages, okay? That's why that is why the left doesn't get in trouble for instigating as much, because our generation and under has been taught to read between the lines. You got to do it because they can't see me. They've been taught to read between the lines. So, they look for messages within the message. We all do it. Sit there and analyze your conversations and what did this really mean? What did this really mean? We're all a bunch of teenage girls. And so when they say stuff, they can pick up on the other stuff that they're saying without saying. So then they can fall back and be like, well, look, I just said it was a nice parking lot. I didn't mean for everybody to meet in the parking lot, at this time. I don't know. But so whereas, the conservatives, they're a little bit more direct because they got ish to do. And so they're like, hey, Bob, attention. I need you to meet me,
Artificial loneliness, dude. Hold up. Just a thought. Trump stays in office and Biden becomes vice. It's the only thing I can think of to put this to rest.
But then they're going to be
somebody
like,
get that idea up the damn ladder now.
Biden becomes president and Trump is vice. You know what I mean? Like, it's never going to be good enough. Or Kamala becomes vice, or you know what I mean? Like, all I'm going to say is if I were Trump and that was proposed, I would definitely have a taste tester again for all my food. Bring that back. You know what I mean? I don't know why we got rid of that.
Oh, man. And yeah, people are like, no, Biden, he's corrupt. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. Biden becomes pool boy. Oh, no.
I can't. Oh, gosh.
Ursa Major. Yeah. Yep. Zoo Baby, what's up? Thank you so much for following over on the Twitch. That is awesome. Yeah, I guess that is the question on everybody's mind is, so, what? That's what we're waiting for is what's next? What's next? Boy, the theories, they're out there. Oh, my gosh, man. I mean, I hear folks telling me to, well, apparently there's going to be a blackout, or something, there's going to be this, there's going to be that. It's this. We're already under a certain type of martial, as you would say, law, as you would say.
Do you know
lockdown, as you would say,
that perhaps we could solve all the misunderstandings with a bottle of Tylenol? You know what I mean? Because listen. Have a Tylenol with a red pill and a blue pill in it, okay? But they're both Tylenol.
They're both unsafe to swallow.
But you know what I mean? They're both the exact same thing. So then people, it's like, it doesn't matter who's in the presidency. It just, I guess they focus on what goes down the line faster, but everything's still moving down the line. It's kind of like this.
Intel says, not going to happen. Congress has certified Trump is private citizen noon 20th. Free sniffing for interns.
Read with your eyes.
Spicy.
Speak with your mouth.
Spicy. That is so spicy. I mean, that shouldn't flag much. You know what I mean? It's all in the vid I sent you. Okay, 10-4, Mac. 10-4. We're going to look at it. I'm going to be doing some studying up. I'm going to try to do a spooky shit with Tiff tonight where we start talking about, spooky shit. And and we'll also break down some spooky conspiracy theories or whatnot. We're going to look into some stuff and just talk about some of the more broader reaches of the ideas that people are having. If you've had any dreams or anything like that, message us over on the Facebook Unspecified Podcast and Review. You can also find us on Twitter, Parler, Instagram. Maybe not Parler for very long. If you're not following me over on Parler, I guess that's okay. I do have a Twitter. I don't know. I don't even know how long I'm going to be on all those mainstream things, man. I'll be honest with you. That's the truth. I don't know how long I'll be on those. John Davis, dude, Brofist, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you so much for following over on the Facebook.
No, Abby, not saying that. We just, if I'm being honest, I didn't hear about it until we started the stream.
No Can Hula says that Parler has been disabled. What? Show me something. You gotta be kidding me. Close this. What's going on? My Parler doesn't work? Opened up for me?
Yeah, but now it's watching you back.
Ah, well, I mean, it seems to work for me. Yeah, everything's there. Working. I don't know what that shows you. It looks open, but it's not. If they want to stop the flow of information, then information is key. Follow as many as you can. Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. What else do we have? Also, oh, that's it. If you've got something you want to get in touch with us about, get into a show or something like that, you can also hop into the Discord. Be a good way to get in touch with us. My Parler is still up. Amazon is pulling the services tonight. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Amazon and Google is going to be giving the axe. Bearded Liberty, what is up, dude? You guys got to go check out Bearded Liberty over on YouTube. Dude, Brofist, glad to see you in a live stream. That's awesome, man. Let's see. I like how you guys roll over there. I need to get in a live with you guys over at Bearded Liberty on YouTube. The beard, it is the way. It will lead us to full protected. And I'm just playing. Just playing. I don't know, guys. I think it's going to be midnight tonight. But yeah, so I don't know. You got anything?
Nope. Just gonna do some more. There's definitely a lot to look into between now and tonight.
Take your screenshots now, man. Get the evidence that Parler existed, because as the great, as you would say, reset very well may be coming down the financial pipeline, social media pipeline. There's going to be a big switch. I think that, technically, a lot of folks on one side or the other are going to be just disappearing. It's already happening on Twitter. James Woods, he lost like 65,000 subscribers one day. The next day, 80,000. You see it happening all over. Elijah, whatever, they're, taking like thousands, tens of thousands of subscribers and whatnot a day. And, it's happening across platforms. So now's the time to be on your P's and Q's, I suppose. I don't know. Or just, a lot of us have been under a shadow type ban anyway for a long time, where they hurt your reach or they don't send your notifications. And, it just depends on when or if or how they, agree with you and when. That's right. Short fuse, Brofist.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was reading. Yep.
XQC dog food. What's up, Brofist?
All right, well.
Yeah. All right, well. Yeah, good to see you, Bearded Liberty. Go check Bearded Liberty out, guys, as well as Hippies for Trump, Guns, Games, and Gadgets. He's doing a lot of entertaining stuff over there. Good just to, get your mind off stuff that's going on in the world. We kind of dive into that. Haven't been taking as much free time break with the YouTube channel. It's all been about the business and what's going down. Yeah. So, that's kind of our focus right now. And, as things ease up, we'll probably focus into some other stuff. Also, Escape with Jay. Guys, go check out our buddies with Escape with Jay. It's a great channel. He's got a lot of great videos. If you need awesome content, I highly suggest Hippies for Trump, Escape with Jay, Bearded Liberty, Guns, Games, and Gadgets. You guys already know. We love you. I'm going to leave you with a word of encouragement again, and this is just for my believers out there, and for those that don't believe, that's my only agenda really is I'm after you. I want to get you to believe. That's all. That would be my only agenda if I had one. All glory be to God, and I think that He is full well in control, and I think now's time to keep our eyes fixed upon the Savior, the Lord, His Son, and that's where I would put my faith and my hope. And like I said, man, when the chips are all the way down, I mean, he's going to come through, in my opinion, in a big way. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that, and it's going to blow everyone's minds.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all these wars and rumors of wars, these are necessary things. It's just a part of the process. Some of it sucks, but watch, God's going to come through.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's gonna.
There have been hard times before. Think about before, in between World War One or World War Two, Great Depression, hard times, but don't lose hope, and don't let them use your emotions against you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them get into manipulation. You know what I mean? That's what they want to do. That's what they're good at, man. They want to make you discontent. They want you depressed. They want you scared. They want you dismayed. That's how they want you, man. There's something going around feeding on that stuff. No, man. Be emboldened. Pick up your sword, man. The Word of God, and put your, just give it to Him. It's as simple as that. People don't like simple answers to complex situations, but it's as simple as laying the worry over to Him. Or, you know what? If you can't lay it over, ask Him to take it. And if He don't do it immediately, keep asking, because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You know what I mean? Keep asking. Keep asking. Ask not, receive not. Ask, and ye shall receive. If you don't ask, you won't receive. You hear what I'm saying. Much love. We love you guys. Hopefully we'll see you here later, where we can talk about some good stuff. Get into some deep, dark conspiratorials. And is that okay with you?
Yep.
If not tonight, it'll be soon, guys. We'll be doing something. Hopefully we can hang out with you guys, have a drink. She's talking about drinking. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a sip. Come on now. Anyway, much love to you guys. That's right. All right. We love you. See you next time, guys. Peace.